Good day everyone, and welcome along to episode number 24 in production line, and this of course is season 2. We are down here watching robots do their thing, and our production line is going ahead pretty well. Now I'm just going to come out of here for a second, and we're going to do a very quick recap of where we were in our last episode by pausing this. Because in our last episode we had, almost towards the end, we were on, now why is it doing that? It's blocking out my view, blocking out your view. Stop it. We're up to $870,000 in the bank, and in our last episode, as you may recall, we actually got down, excuse me, that's a throat issue. We actually got down to $500,000, in round figures. It was looking a bit dodgy there, and we turned off our everything but budget production for cars, not only because we were down to 500,000, but because we had gazoodles of cars in our showroom. And as you can see from this, and that is really annoying how it blocks the view, but as you can see from this, we've only got one budget version of anything in there. Everything else is mid-range through expensive up to luxury, especially up here where we've got 8 in the SUV expensive and 8 in the sedan expensive range. Interestingly enough, only a couple of luxuries. Okay, now that is interesting. Okay, so the situation is, as we have reported in previous episodes, this, and I'll do this, over 24 hours, it gives us a better picture of where we're at. The component purchase cost for our cars still means that if we keep the start area of our slots producing vehicles, i.e. The fit chassis areas going, and fill up our production run with vehicles, we will spend all our available cash on just making the cars before they're sold. So we are having to manually throttle at the moment to keep the use of our money under control so we don't spend it all on that. So again, to start up again. And so now what our goal should be, because of what we've just described, is we need to set up our production line such that, and our market such that, we can actually fill up our production line with cars we're making without going broke. But that poses some problems for us, not the least of which is the fact that we have 55 cars unsold, which is a lot of money tied up in the component costs, which we haven't recovered yet. So just for now, we need to keep an eye on that. And I suspect if we just let this run its course, that will go down. I'm not seeing down as a direction here. What's the money? Well, we're up to 900,000. So we're selling cars. But whether we're selling enough, I just don't know. 61, you know what? No. At the point where we've got 60 cars in the showroom, I think we can just stop spending money. We need to get these guys out of here and sold. Now, the other question that we need to ask ourselves is, where to next? Having decided that we need to get these guys selling more, what we may need is another marketing campaign. Our brand, look at that, our brand awareness is 0.23. We've only got 900,000. I am loath to spend 400,000 but it does work out to be cheaper than this. You know what? If you don't live on the edge, you just don't live. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to live. We're going to launch a 24-hour brand awareness campaign in the print. You know what? I say if you don't take a risk, you don't live. But on the other hand, you might live longer if you're cautious. So let's spend half the money and get that going. And we're down to 700,000 now. And 62 cars in the showroom, which is, you're going to have to say not great. No, not great. However, what we might do in the interim is we could have a look at our mid-range vehicles. Well, they're not exactly. Now, wait a minute, what's going on here? The compact mid-range, wait a minute, it can't have all those things included. Can it? Oh no, it doesn't. That's right. Maybe what we should do is put something extra in our mid-range. Let's have a look for a second. Air conditioning's not a bad thing. Okay, mid-range cars will now have air conditioning. Let's see if that helps them at all. Add a feature. And that's the Mark II, right? The Mark II is 199 and the Sports Lux is 198. 196. How about that? A little bit more differentiation there. Okay. Emergency brake assist. Yes, let's upgrade all slots. And let's view the current research, which is ambient current light. Okay, so we're back up to 800,000, so that's good. We're down to 58 cars, that's also good. Let's go down to normal speed here for a moment. It does appear to be working okay. Sunroof, this signal, okay. So what I would like to do now is, while this is all going on, we need to have a look at our R&D. Because I think we're at that point now where in order to get our costs down, we actually need to start, well actually, let's think about this for a minute. We are probably going to need to start to manufacture. And how are we going to manufacture is the question. And where are we going to manufacture is the question. And what? So we need to look at prices, and we're going to sort by price, obviously this way. Oh, gold wheels. Well, it's very obvious we could manufacture our own powertrain, engine assembly. These are expensive high-end items, but you can be very sure that they're going to also be expensive to manufacture as well. Perhaps we need something a little less adventurous in the beginning and work it in to make small savings. What have we got going here? High-tech wheels. See, a lot of these. Now also you see like red seats. Red seats go in one vehicle. But they are an expensive item. But aircon goes in quite a few vehicles. And seats are good as well, and sunroofs. Yes, so we could get in this area. You can't manufacture aluminium, surely. No, you have to import aluminium. You can make alloy wheels though, and airbags, sunroofs and all these sorts of things. So that's not too bad. But in order to do this, we're going to have to get some place to manufacture stuff. Because quite frankly, we're not going to fit any manufacturing in here at all. So the manufacturing is going to have to be done probably in here, I would think. We've got 57 cars still in the showroom. Okay, let us just have a look for a second. It's no good clearing the bottlenecks at the moment because we're not selling the cars to clear the bottlenecks out anyway. And why are there no cars travelling that way? Oh, because they're all... Oh, yes. Okay, we need to manufacture some more basic cars, budget cars. So we'll get that going on down here because we're almost through there. And these are all budget cars going out here now. Still have 57 cars in the showroom. And it's the expensive models that are still in the showroom. Let's have a look at expensive. Maybe we need to add some additional features to them. Keyless entry sounds pretty good. Not that expensive. Okay, expensive cars now get keyless entry. Keyless entry, which is after the heater. Okay, there you go. Very nice. Hopefully that will sell quite a few. Now I worry about this a little bit, but not too much. Let's just have a look at this again. Expensive, 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 mid-range, mid-range, luxury. Nope, no budget. Budget is definitely where it's at. I'm beginning to think that I possibly might have been better off keeping a single run, and that would have provided the throttling and I could have put the manufacturing on the side. Aha! Did I hear everyone say that could work in season 3? It's possible. But for now, I think we need to bite the bullet and do some manufacturing to bring our costs down. And so we are going to have a look at a common item which is used by everybody, or mostly everybody. to get our cost down. And you would have to think that the seat, because the seat is in every car, especially these seats. So, do we have seat manufactured anywhere around here? I thought we actually did. Maybe I was wrong. Ah, there it is. Make powertrain. Now, we already have a powertrain manufacturing. Fast powertrain, liquid cool, welding, stop, start engine, super fast efficiency. Right. So we can move the powertrain into there. And as we join up all of these, they can work out their own direction to getting there. So we have powertrain. Powertrain. We might as well do engine assembly then, if there is such an animal, or seat. Powertrain and seat. All right, let's have a look. Now this is going to be process. Everyone needs a drive shaft. Powertrain. No, there it is. You know what we could do? We could just pick a block and do an entire block of manufacturing in a particular area. Engine control, engine assembly, engine block, valve manufacture. You know, if we went down this path and did that, that could provide us with a great deal of savings. Because the powertrain, because the one thing I'm not sure about this is that when you look at this, you can't tell how much saving you're making by engine assembly is 1,000. There's 100. There's 200. Yeah, you can't tell what your saving is. You know, as you know, you buy the unit fully made and then you import the parts and make it yourself. How much money are you actually saving? It does not tell you that. So I think we should go to manufacturing the engine as an entirety. So in order to do that, right, let's have a look in here for a minute. Now, one thing we do want, which will be of big help to us, is the early consumption of parts and equipment. But I am in the wrong place to find it, so I'm not going to find it there, am I? No. So, early consumption. So we want, do we want mini supply stockpiles? I think we do. Oh, I would like to get some more manufacturing. But not just yet. Where is early consumption? Have I missed it completely? I think I may have. Mini supply, turbo maxes. You would think that would be an efficiency thing, right? You would think that. You would think that. Early consumption. There's a driver airbag. We probably need to add something to our cars to keep the pollen filter. Oh, that's a good idea. To keep the value of our cars up there. Stop start engine. Unlocks upgraded slot. Fit powertrain. Engine specialization, right. I can't find it. Well, okay, let's proceed with the engine area anyway. So we've got the powertrain manufacturer, then we do engine control manufacture, right? Okay, now let's go back to technology. I'm going to start going down the hybrid route, and I think the stop-start engine is on the way there. And air suspension, look at that, wow. Okay, and then I think we need something in ye old marketing campaign. And we've got two choices, I think. We can go TV marketing or product placement. And for the price of it, I think I'm going to go product placement. Right, that should do us well. 54 cars, $1.5 million. And now is not the time, because we can't fully utilize that. But now is the time to make more vehicles, maybe. Now, hold on one tick. Expensive, not selling that well. Luxury is doing all right. The mid-range is okay. So why don't we do a little cheeky down here and change our schedule just a bit and go 3 mid-range and no expensive, and maybe the Sports Luxe model and the Sports Luxe. So the mid-range at 3, the Sport Luxe at 2, and the luxury, standard luxury there. Okay? But, ambient lighting. New upgrade, fit cabin. All right, ambient lighting. Okay, hang on. So the first thing we're going to do is go and have a look at all our luxury cars and put ambient lighting in. That's it. And then we're going to turn these guys on and we'll be making some more vehicles. We'll see how that goes in the showroom. At $1.5 million, and we could go up to speed 3 for this, because that's exactly what we're doing. Okay, now, what will happen? What will happen is that this guy here We'll go all the way up to probably there in the next hour. It's very expensive. Because that's where our money's going right now. It's going there. Still reasonably well utilised, our slots, but our statistics for the whole factory, of course, are not that great. Mini supply routes, yes, we've got those. Excellent. Factory utilisation is only 55%. Asset refund rate 55. So that's not good. But at least now it's dropping under 50. And we are, but we do have a lot of money put into components. But you would have to say that our factory is running pretty well. Cruise control and central locking and heater. Wow. Okay. So that's actually pretty good. So here's plan one. Plan one is we've actually got our production line stabilized. We know that we have to manually throttle to stop going broke from spending all our money on component costs. We have decided that we are going to manufacture the components for the fit engine slots that are in our factory, which are these ones that run all the way over here. And we're going to do that. Now, we're going to do that. I think, now what's this? $2,000 an hour, $5,000 an hour, here, 25, 15, whoa. Marketing campaign finished. All right, hold on. We probably need to pause. Okay, let's see what we got though. We got 866,000 extra revenue. So it was valuable for us. It was valuable for us. Now, and of course it's driven those down. So let's now run another marketing campaign in the print media for 24 hours and get more money. Okay, so just to carry on. So in our next episode, maybe a little bit of off-camera running to get the money back up to maybe $1 million and 15 by 3. $15. What's that $15 mean? 15 by 3, $15. Hourly cost $2,000. Well, we're going to buy it. So what's the hourly cost for this? That's a good question, actually. What is the hourly cost? No, that's the wrong one. Hourly cost. Expenses. Marketing, wages, rent. $10,000 an hour. $10,000 an hour. Okay. So we're going to increase our cost by 20%, and we're going to build our manufacturing facilities over here. And we are going to early consumption, early stock consumption. I've already got it. So if I buy that, does that upgrade all the slots everywhere? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's good. So that's now in. So I think what we'll do is we'll put in some supply stockpiles for various components, and we will use those to meet the demands of what these guys want down here. So that is now also the other thing we just could very quickly need to check is set engine. I think we've done that. I'll go and check this offline. I don't see there's any point doing this online, but I'll check this offline and work out what the plan is. But we're going to purchase this. We're going to move some manufacturing, internal manufacturing over here to save on our component costs. And that will be in our next episode. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today. I do hope you have enjoyed the episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the Gig channel again very soon. Until then, please stay well, and I will see you all later.